Hey everyone, I'm Benjamin Flips and I'm back with another tutorial on that trick right there. First of all, I want to give out a shout out to Hamturf Balisong, who actually made a whole tutorial himself on his channel. You should go check it out and support him. And he said that, he really liked this trick and he just taught it to himself and also wanted to make a tutorial because, as I often do, I don't actually make tutorials on the tricks, that I show in my shorts. And that's kind of by design. I like to make, shorts because they're easy to make and I could just kind of show off a cool trick, and that way you can, see the trick and then learn it yourself, because learning tricks yourself is a great way to get better at flipping just in general. And it's an essential trick, it's an essential skill to have, because there aren't always going to be tutorials on every trick that you want to learn. Okay, so in order to learn this trick, you are going to want to be pretty comfortable with your vertical chaplain, simply because it starts with a vertical chaplain. And you can think of this as an opening and start with the balisong closed, holding the safe handle, or if you're, say, doing some other combo and you happen to be in a vertical chaplain, you could use it as a finisher trick. So either way, you're going to start with that safe handle, you're going to get into that vertical chaplain, and you can do this with your index, which is how I'm going to show it, but you can also do it with other fingers, like here you can do it with your middle finger. But either way, you're going to be doing that vertical chaplain, and you're going to catch the balisong with your thumb. You're going to want to kind of slow down the chaplain to be able to catch it. And once you're in this position, you're going to kind of transfer from pinching it between your thumb and index to holding it more like this with the safe handle, in this case, in like the webbing of your hand. So it's going to look like that. Now from here, you're going to kind of do this next movement, which I kind of think of it similar to this figure 8 closing, where you're moving your hand out to one side and then over and back. And so it has that similar feel, because what you're going to do is you're going to be moving from here over to that side, and then you're going to be moving it back this way. And so that part of the trick has a very similar feeling to the figure 8 close. So once again, you're going to do that vertical chaplain, and you're going to be over here, and then you're going to simply throw the balisong back over your hand. Now notice how the bite handle in this case lands on these 3 fingers. What that's going to allow you to do is basically just push your fingers out to rotate the balisong. You see how it's rotating this way? This part of the trick can be a little finicky, but you're just going to want to kind of maneuver that handle over enough to where you can grab the balisong fully open. So once again, that part's going to look like that when you first do it, and then it'll look like that, and there you go. So at full speed, it's going to look like that. And you can, of course, do it where your hand stays up, like that, or you can kind of move it over and move your hand down if you want to switch up the style on it. Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward trick. You could just do one single chaplain if you want to do it, think of it as like a cohesive trick in that way, or you can always think about it like I mentioned earlier. If you're in the middle of a combo and you want to use it as a finisher, after a couple chaplains, you could do it like that. Now for a slow-mo. So I hope you were able to get that trick down. Let me know in the comments if you were able to, and if you would like more videos in this style where I cover just a tutorial on a specific trick and keep it kind of short and to the point. And I will see you in the next video, which you can watch right here.